Nitai Gaur, Jai, Jai, Haribol. For now, we can read a bit from Prabhupada Lilamrit, the condensed version, and very soon Ishan Prabhu says he will get the folder to read a bit about the appearance day for today. Thank you, brother. It's on top of the mixer. So, Prabhupada, your ever well-wisher, the abridged version of his Lilamrit by His Holiness Satsarup Maharaj. That means the soul cannot stand to live in the body anymore. Whatever the material cause may be, the situation has become unbearable for the soul, and leaving the body causes great distress. The Shastras therefore advise us to get free from the cycle of repeated birth and death. Meeting an inauspicious death and being dragged down to a lower birth is the most fearful thing for the living being. So fearful is it that we may try to ignore death altogether. Death is painful because the eternal spirit soul is placed in a most unnatural situation. Although he is eternal and should not have to die, he is forced to die because of his connection with the material body. At that, the eternal soul is forced to leave the body for a destination he knows not. Thus, he is full of fear and suffering. The pain and fear is usually overwhelming, and one thinks only of material attachments or bodily pain. Therefore, King Kulashekara prayed, and Prabhupada often quoted, "Please let me pass away, not in some prolonged contemplation of my bodily death, but just while I am chanting Hare Krishna. If I can meditate on you and then pass from this body, that will be perfection." Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, we read from the Vaishnava calendar. Today is the divine transcendental appearance of Radha Kund and Shyama Kund. Also, we'll read about Bahula Ashtami. Appearance of Radha Kund and Shyama Kund. Radha Kund is considered the most sacred among all places in the universe. The holy place known as Mathura is spiritually superior to Vaikuntha, the transcendental world, because the Lord appeared there. Superior to Mathura Puri is the transcendental forest of Vrindavan because of Krishna's Rasa Leela pastimes. And superior to the forest of Vrindavan is Govardhan Hill, for it was raised by the divine hand of Sri Krishna and was the site of his various loving pastimes. And above all, the super excellent Sri Radha Kund stands supreme, for it is overflooded with the ambrosial nectarian prema of the Lord of Gokul, Shri Divine Shri Krishna. Where then is that intelligent person who is unwilling to serve this divine Radha Kund, which is situated at the foot of Govardhan Hill? Nectar of Instruction, text 9. After Shri Krishna killed the bull demon Aristasura, Srimati Radharani told him that he had to purify himself on the sin of killing a bull by taking bath in all the sacred places. Shri Krishna was eager to enjoy pastimes with Radhika, so he put his heel in the ground, created a great hole, and invited all the sacred waters to come. The personifications of all the sacred lakes and rivers at once appeared, and after offering their prayers, they poured their waters into the pond. Krishna then took bath in the lake Shyamakund. Srimati Radharani takes bath daily in Shyamakund. Her midday bathing place is called Manasa Pavana Ghat. Shri Krishna then told the gopis that he had become purified by bathing in Shamakund, but now the gopis would have to purify themselves as well, since they sided with a demon, even though it was in the form of a bull. So the gopis broke Kankan, and thus another name for Radha Kund is Kankan Kund. However, there was no water in the kunda. So the gopis brought water from Manasi Ganga to fill up the lake. The sacred waters again appeared, and after being blessed by Shrimati Radharani, they entered Radha Kund as well. Shrimati Radharani is the most treasured object of Krishna's love, and in every respect, her divine kunda is similarly dear to him. If one simply bathes once within those holy waters, one's pure love of Krishna is fully aroused. Indeed, those who execute devotional service on the banks of Radhakund are the most fortunate people in the universe. Also, today is Bahula Ashtami, the day when Radhakund and Shamkund appeared. Shri Radha Damodar Mas ki jai. So we continue our study from Shri Caitanya Charitamrta. Madhya Leela, chapter 20, the Lord instructs Sanatan Goswami. Thank you, Prabhu. It is text 126 and 127. 126 does not have a purport, so maybe I can do 126 by myself, and I will request your cooperation in 127. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So reading from Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela chapter 20, the Lord instructs Sanatana Goswami. Krishna Madhurya Sevananda Praptira Karana Krishna Seva Kare Ara Krishna Rasa Swadana. When one attains the transcendental bliss of an intimate relationship with Krishna, he renders service to him and tastes the mellows of Krishna consciousness. Text 127. Ihat drishtanta yaiche daridrer ghare. Ihate दृष्टांत आइछे दरिद्रेर घरे सर्वज्ञ आसी दुख देखी पूछे ताहारे. इहाते दृष्टांत आइछे दरिद्रेर घरे सर्वज्ञ आसी दुख देखी पूछाए ताहारे. इहाते दृष्टांत आइछे दरिद्रेर घरे सर्वज्ञ आसी दुख देखी पूछाए ताहारे. इहाते दृष्टांत आइछे दरिद्रेर घरे सर्वज्ञ आसी दुख देखी पूछाए ताहारे. Please chant. इहाते दृष्टांत आइछे दरिद्रेर घरे सर्वज्ञ आसी दुख देखी पूछाए ताहारे. इहात दृष्टांत ऐचे दरिद्रेर घरे सर्वज्ञ सी देखी देखी पूछाए तहारे इहात दृष्टांत ऐचे दरिद्रेर घरे सर्वज्ञ आसी दुख देखी पूछाए तहारे ihate in this connection drishtanta the parable yache just as daridrera ghare in the house of a poor man sarvagya an astrologer ashi coming dukha distressed condition dekhi seeing puchaye tahare inquires from him. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki. The following parable may be given. Once a learned astrologer came to the house of a poor man and seeing his distressed condition, questioned him. Purport. Sometimes we go to an astrologer or palmist when we are in a distressed condition or when we want to know the future. The living entity in conditioned life is always distressed by the threefold miseries of material existence. Under the circumstances, he is inquisitive about his position. For instance, Sanatan Goswami approached the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to ask him why he was in a distressed condition. This is the position of all conditioned souls. We are always in a distressed condition, and an intelligent man naturally becomes inquisitive. This position is called Brahma Jigyasa. Athato Brahma Jigyasa, Vedanta Sutra 111. Brahma here refers to the Vedic literature. One should consult the Vedic literature to know why the conditioned soul is always in a distressed condition. The Vedic literatures are meant to free the conditioned soul from the miserable conditions of material existence. In this chapter, the story of the astrologer Sarvagya and the poor man is very instructive. वैराग्य विद्या निज भक्ति योगा शिक्षार्थमिक पुरुष पुराना श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य शरीरधारी कृपाम्बुदीर्य तमहं प्रपद्ये मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणम् वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna. Thank you for kindly joining us and encouraging us in the study of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Our Vedic literature, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita are Prem Bhakti, Prasut, Prem Bhakti, Udgar and Updesh. The origin of love teaches us how to be in a relationship of love, how to be in a loving relationship, and also how to express love, how to receive love. And all these sweet, kind, loving instructions for us. Again, to be in a loving relationship with the divine couple. Pray that I become the first listener of what we study in Krishna consciousness, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, the message of Mahaprabhu. Pray that by your blessings I always remember remain a student of Chaitanya Charitamrita. Seeking your divine blessings, kindly continue encouraging us in the study of Chaitanya Charitamrita, overall practice of Krishna consciousness. I'll read the translation again. The following parable may be given. Once a learned astrologer came to the house of a poor man and seeing his distressed condition, questioned him. And the success of life lies in question and answers. Throughout question and answer. And Krishna consciousness teaches us this science, this art of asking appropriate, relevant question. Yeah. Many questions we ask, but what is this appropriate, relevant question is, as we see in Sanatan Goswami's discussion with Mahaprabhu. Now, Sanatan Goswami, he approaches Mahaprabhu and he asks, who am I? Why am I suffering? I do not want suffering, but why is suffering coming upon me? So, relevant questions into the reality of life, into the existence of life. You know, Krishna consciousness teaches us to see on the bright side of life, yes. Be positive, to see good in others and everything, to be kind. Of course, lots and lots of moral teachings and educations, learnings to see on the bright side of life, to never feel discouraged, dejected, low. Everything is temporary, furthermore. But you know, furthermore, what Krishna consciousness teaches us is to see on the brightest side of afterlife. To see on the brightest side of death. That opportunity, that option Krishna consciousness gives us. And that is our right. Each and every individual, each and every living entity, especially one who is blessed with this human form of life. Someone who is blessed with this human form of life, he can inquire into the life and thereby attain the brightest side of life, or say the brightest side of afterlife, or can glorify death essentially. This question and answer dialogue. And this question and answer, it all starts like with questioning and answering, right? Uh, Arjuna, he put forward his heart, he put forward his questions to Krishna. Hmm? We see Parikshit Maharaj, he put forward his questions. So it all begins with inquiry and questions and answers. And need not necessarily like Arjuna's putting forward questions need not necessarily be to begin with very high philosophical, real life and death questions and answers. Likewise, our questioning, Shri Khoranta Mayapur Sashi ki, Shri Tulsinath Maharaj ki, Shri Giridhari Lal ki, Shri Narsingadev Bhagwan ki, Shri Radha Damodar Bhagwan ki, Tagore Premanandi. To begin with, our questions and answers need not necessarily be on the deep philosophical side of life, on realities, like that. I mean, barely very few who come into Krishna consciousness. Quite a few who come into Krishna, quite few only who come into Krishna consciousness asking into deep questions, philosophical questions of life. But when we associate with devotees, devotees are very expert. Devotees are expert physicians and all. So when we associate with devotees, they put forward us. They put us, come help us understand that what should be our real inquiry. Like we say, right? Uh, Millions and millions of people worldwide would have entered places of worship on a daily basis. You know? Many go to holy places worldwide, places of worship, and what they take darshan, whatever say the practice involves, they take darshan, they pray and take darshan take darshan of deities, and many times comes in our life. We have a sort of dialogue with deities. And what do we ask? Oh God, where are you? God, why this? God, where are you? What is this happening, God? When will things be all right, God? So many things we ask on those lines. But do we ever ask God, how are you? This how are you? I wonder when we go to temples, again, millions of people visit temples, places of worship in their homes also, doing study and prayers. And how many times do we actually ask God, how are you? Uh, So this is the inquiry we should be doing, and this is to raise this inquiry. Further on, next we'll see in the coming verses the dialogue, the astrologer, and this parable. Furthermore, but we'll discuss that when it comes to that point. For now, let us try to relish this verse. So we lack, I believe, we lack in making a good proper inquiry. Uh, Our questioning to Krishna is like. Basic no on the basics of life, eating, sleeping, mating, defending, like Prabhupada shares this beautiful story, what a lady, an elderly lady, she's collecting woods in the forest to make fire, to make food and all. She goes to forest to collect woods, and she is carrying woods, and it is summertime, it is a bit hot summertime, and she's collecting she has collected woods in from the forest and is returning to her home with the woods, and what happens summertime, the she gets a bit dizzy, she faints, and all the woods and straw whatever she has collected falls from her head. It falls from her head, and with deep longing, intense prayer, meaningful cries, she calls out to Krishna. She calls out, "Hey, God, help me! God, help! Where are you, God? Please come and help." So, with good cry, good intent, she calls out, and God appears. God appears, Krishna appears to her in person and asks, "Oh, yes, you called me. What do you want?" Now, what do I want? Kindly, can you stack up again these woods on my head, and maybe arrange it a manner it doesn't fall, and if you can give a basket, if you get just a support so that it's fine. So, and Krishna says, okay, ye yatha mam prapadyante tam tateva bhajami ham. No, as you surrender or as you desire, that much Krishna is available. So it kind of boils down how much desirous we are to wanting to see Krishna, na? To wanting to be Krishna conscious, to wanting to have Krishna. Life will give us so many opportunity. And there will never be lack of like opportunity. And it is to bring about this desire. And this desire comes about in good association only. Good, inspiring devotee association is central to advancing in Krishna consciousness. Through our inquiry, through our attitude, through our practice, we can demonstrate our dedication, sincerity, and try to attract somewhat the internal mercy of Krishna. Take shelter of the internal mercy of Krishna, of the Lordship. So, this Krishna consciousness teaches us to make the proper inquiry, to make the right inquiry. We have been asking for long, but now is the time to make the right inquiry, the proper inquiry. Hmm. And as Narad Muni tells to Vyasdev, we see in Shrimad Bhagavatam, Narad Muni says not to Vyasdev that, well, um, because of our previous life samskars, our karmas and desires, whatever good or bad materially we are to receive, that is pretty much set, that is pretty much predefined, destined. We cannot do much about it. So the quota of our happiness and the quota of our distress is reserved. So something which is pretty much locked, why to worry about it? Like that, na? That is sure to come. Uh, Krishna says na in Bhagavad Gita, Jatasya hi dhruvam mrityu dhruvam janma mrityasya cha. Tasmadapi haryarte na tvam sochitam arhasi. Krishna tells this to Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita that someone who has taken this material body is sure to leave this material body. That is sure to come. So, in on something which is inevitable, why should we really puzzle ourselves? Why should we really disturb ourselves? Rather, we should inquire again into the life and go beyond that. Prabhupada wrote now beautiful books about beyond birth and death, and also perfect question and perfect answers. So yeah, that Krishna consciousness teaches us how to go beyond birth and death by making perfect question and perfect answers and receiving perfect answers. Uh, So Krishna consciousness teaches us how to be friends with death. If one has learned to be, this is what we are trying to learn, to be friends with death. Why the worry then? If we become friends with that, something which is sure to happen, why to worry? And this human form of life again gives us this opportunity to actually exercise our right to be in a loving relationship with Krishna. Uh, that is why this human form of life is actually made available for. Uh, Lord Brahma, he created so many other species. Shishtva Purani Vividhani Ajayatma Saktya. We see in Shrimad Bhagavatam. But what do we see? Teste Ratushta Hridayam Purusha Vidaya. He was Atushta, he wasn't satisfied. The Supreme Personality of Godhead wasn't satisfied seeing all this creation, different species of life, plant body, animal body, but no human. And then Lord Brahma created living entity, human beings. And then Krishna was pleased. Okay, wow! Now someone has been created. Say this structure, this body has been created. The intelligence facility has been provided for someone to inquire. Now someone can inquire and come after me, chase for me. So this is the Krishna consciousness giving us this opportunity. Say the translation again. Once a learned astrologer came to the house of a poor man and seeing his distressed condition questioned him. Our real distress should be that we are not inquiring into our own spiritual existence, our relationship with Krishna. We are not inquiring into Krishna, into life with Krishna. As Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur had said, right, that the only thing lacking in this universe is lack of God consciousness, God knowledge. There's no other scarcity. The only scarcity is this uh, lack of knowledge of the absolute. Now, Vedic literatures they inspire us a lot. What do the in Vedic literatures we see all this literature is for us human beings only, na? It is for us only to again attain Krishna. So Vedic literatures they're very smart and they help us become educated. They help us become intelligent, and they give us the everything, the key, the path, the way, how to become complete intelligent. So what the Vedic literatures they tell us this: what amantram aksharam nasti, amantram aksharam nasti, nasti aushadam moolanam, uh, ayogya purusho nasti, yojakastra sadurlabha. Amantram aksharam nasti. There is akshar means letters. So there are no letters which cannot be made into words, which are not words. Like we hear many chants, na in football games. We hear some chants, na in games of football. What are those chants? Some one of the thing I got to know is like "God save the Queen," right? Something is there a thing? God save the Queen. Oh, yeah. So we hear lots of chants, right, worldwide, and football and other sports lovers, whichever sport they follow, there's some chanting. Some pop star singing also. Now, many times for me, born and raised in India, and anyways, my listening, hearing is quite poor, everything. I struggle to make out what are they chanting or singing. Many songs now struggle to make out. And what do we do? Like Adokshaya Krishna Prabhu was giving class a few days ago, he said, right? What lobster is cracking or something? Huh? Lobster is running, lobster. Now, this is a kind of chant, but what we listen, what we interpret, what we take out of it. Point being, amantram aksharam nasti, that there are no words which do not act as mantra. Hmm? There are no such words which do not act as mantra. Now, such beautiful mantra. One mantra we can take for ourselves in life. What? Whenever we are, say, a bit discouraged or low feeling, we can tell to ourselves, I am a part of Krishna's existence. Huh? We are a part of Krishna's existence. I share an eternal bond with Krishna. I share an eternal connection with Krishna, eternal loving connection with Krishna. Krishna is watching me. Krishna is listening me. So there is no words as such which cannot become a mantra. And what does mantra mean? That which delivers us from ignorance. Huh? That which delivers the mind from ignorance. The mind is heavily trapped in ignorance. Amantram aksharam nasti, nasti moolanam aushadam. Now, aushadam, we understand. Aushad is what? Aushad is medicine. So there is no herbs and roots, say, which cannot act as medicine. In Krishna Eco Farm in Karuna Bhavan, we have some gardens, right? And some of the leaves, they act as medicine. If someone is having some sort of allergy, skin allergy, or some other hay fever allergy, then some of the leaves are there that actually can help us in coming out of some infections. Uh, Ayogya purusho nasti. Now see that no human being is not unqualified. We all have that potential. Everyone has that potential. But what is the difficulty is yojaka satra durlabha. To ignite that potential, to bring about that potential is the most difficult thing. All of us, we all are Krishna conscious, na? We all are Krishna conscious entities originally, constitutionally. That is our position, to be ever happy, to be in a ever loving relationship with Krishna. So we all are pure spirit souls, but misguided, misdirected, uh, wandering in this material existence. And but we all have that potential, and how to ignite that potential is by taking the shelter of a divine personality. That is the only way, by taking the shelter of a transcendental bona fide divine personality, Shri Guru, spiritual master. Na? Then that potential will be unearthed altogether. Otherwise, the mantras are there, so many words are there, so many, like, say, herbs and things are there. Although, like this, herbs and things, point being again that every facility is there when we submit ourselves, when we surrender ourselves, when we inquire. So we say, right, that human life begins with inquiry into the existence of God. Hmm? But devotee life, real devotee life, actually begins when we inquire into the pure devotee of the Lord, when we search out for a pure devotee of the Lord. That is the beginning, when we make a search that who is a Krishna conscious personality. Hmm? Who can make me Krishna conscious? One who is Krishna consciousness, only he conscious, who only he can make us Krishna conscious. We see what Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhavita Mati. So it is full of rasa, full of nectar. But how do we get that nectar? By associating with someone who is possessing that nectar. Destiny and destination are two things, na? We understand destiny and destination. Now, because of our previous life, our karma, our desires, our actions, samskars, and all, we have been given a destination. We have been given a destination, a certain day, time, place of being born, raised, and everything. So we were destined. But now, this human form of life gives us this opportunity to exercise what? When we fix up our destination, at the transcendental divine lotus feet of Shishi Radha Sham Sundar. No? When we fix up our destination, Golok Vrindavan, when we fix up our destination, what? The joy of the divine couple. When we fix up our destination that way, then our destiny will change. Only then our destiny will change. We might have been destined to so many things. Someone might have been destined to come, say, just saying, from Latvia to come to Scotland. Maybe, I don't know. Someone might be destined to come from Latvia to Scotland. That also in Scotland where Aberdeen. Huh? Where the weather they say is a bit grey and all, and to do what to study? Perhaps electrical engineering. You know? But if that someone makes the destination, what? That destination of attaining the lotus feet of Shishi Radha Shamsundar, then destined could be whatever. But when we fix up our destination, our destiny will get changed. Accordingly, our vision, our thinking, everything will change. See, externally, it is still the same. Externally, we still will be studying, we still will be sleeping, eating, and everything. But our bhav, our internal mood, consciousness has to change altogether. And this life gives us this opportunity to exercise, to become humble. Every one of us will get that opportunity to become humble, and we should take that opportunity when it comes. Hmm. So, a sadhaka's destiny need not be dependent on karma. A sadhaka's destiny need not be dependent on samskars and all. A sadhaka's destiny, he can change his what he's destined to, or he can rise above his destiny when he takes good sangha, good association. Because in good association, he fixes his destination, and thereby the destiny is to destined to go take us into that destination. There are two things in life. One is to die, and another is to live one body. Yeah. One is to die and another is to leave one's body. Now, externally, both are the same. One has died and another has left his body. But dying is in ignorance, living body is in knowledge. And what will help us transform this journey is by taking good association only. Then we will feel ourselves that yes, we don't want to die. Uh, So when we fix up our destination, then the destiny come what may, we will be going towards that destination only. Any thoughts, questions, comments, or any clarifications? Yes, Renas bro. Maybe there is a microphone.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you for the nice lecture. I was thinking about the example with the Mataji bringing the wood thing on her head. So she was asking for something that maybe wouldn't benefit her, like truly benefit, right? But so then Krishna this fulfills what does the desires, right? So is he fulfilling our desires depending how we want it, or he's doing it in some different way, you know?
Yeah, nice. See, Krishna is kind, and he is kind not just for devotees, he is kind for everyone, whosoever approaches. No? Whosoever approaches Krishna doesn't need like one has to be. It's not like, see, it's a bit kind of mystical in it, in the sense like, uh, what do first should we become pure, and then we take, say, Guru Padashaya, shelter of a spiritual master, or start practicing Krishna consciousness, or first we practice Krishna consciousness, then we become pure. So it's not like we need lots and lots of knowledge that okay, first you have to accumulate knowledge to approach Krishna, to approach deities. No. So we may be approaching with whatever intent. Krishna says no, in Bhagavatam, the message of Bhagavatam, what akama sarva kama va moksha kama udaridhi tivrena bhakti yogena yajate purusha param. So whatever desires, whatever thoughts we are coming with, I may be wanting something, but Krishna knows what is best for me, and he will give us the best. Doesn't matter someone practicing Krishna consciousness or not practicing Krishna consciousness. It's just practicing Krishna consciousness can be more aware, can be more in tune with the super soul, can be more in tune with spiritual master. Highest is what? Being in tune with the super soul is great, but being in tune with the spiritual master is greatest. It's greatest. Before becoming a Krishna Bhakta, actually, this is the process. Mahaprabhu, our Goswami, Rupa Goswami, giving us in Anugatya Bhav. What? Before becoming a Krishna Bhakta, we become a Guru Bhakta. Or that is the way, that is the path. Uh, Guru Bhakta, Guru Das. By becoming that, we become Krishna Bhakta then. So, whosoever approaches Krishna, Krishna knows what is best for him or her, and Krishna gives that. We may struggle to realize at that point in time. But everyone, Krishna is helping us, facilitating everyone to evolve only, come closer to him. And it is only again Yojakastra Durlabha. When we take this Sudurlabh devotee association, then we can find realizations. We can find, yes, Krishna's call. We can listen to that Krishna's call. Does this somewhat answer your question? Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
We have a question from Pip online. Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you for the nice talk. What makes a sadhu a sadhu? What qualifies as sadhu sangha?
What makes a sadhu a sadhu? Na? The definition of sadhu is multi-layered, say. Uh, different. One thing for a sadhu is purity. Sadhu means one who is swach, nirmal, pure, one who is pure, one who is loyal, one who is genuine, externally, internally. Saint sadhuna, saintly, what makes a person a saintly? So, one who is pure in his consciousness. Mam cha yo avyavicharena, one who is avyavichar, without any. One thing is like having a sort of prostitute business, na? That sort of thing, that okay, uh, dealing with Krishna for my own satisfaction and all. But sadhu is what? Who is to give out, who is giving out altogether. So one who is pure, one who is genuine, one who is humble, who has taken the shelter of the internal potency of Krishna, to experience love, to give out that love, that compassionate. And we can see Kapil Muni explains this definition, say, of sadhu to Mother Devota in Shrimad Bhagavatam 3:25-21, I believe. Uh, Tolerant, peaceful, that sort of thing. But the real benchmark measurement of a sadhu is one who has taken the shelter of the internal potency of Lord Shri Krishna. Mahatmanastu Mampartha Devim Prakritim Ashrita. Many places are this beautiful we see. Prabhupada's translations are beautiful, purport are beautiful, but word to word meanings also I find tremendously beautiful. So Prabhupada says in word to word we see what Ambarish Maharaj when he tells na Savai Mane Krishna Padar Vindayor Vachamsi Vaikuntha Gunanu Varnane. By all our faculties we should be taking shelter of the Lordship and all. Now in there he says that Yatha Uttama Shloka Janashraya Rati. This attachment rati we want to develop, and which comes about by associating with those who have got this rati, who are perfect, who have perfect beings. So sadhu, the quality or the benchmark of a sadhu, what makes a sadhu is sadhu, one who follows the footsteps of a sadhu. Hmm. That is the way one becomes a sadhu, and the qualities of a sadhu can be checked by his attachment towards Krishna, his focus, his obsession, his dedication. uh, that how much Krishna conscious he is can be seen through his kirtan, through his classes, through his demeanor, through his behavior, and sustainability, dedication, longevity, many such ways. It's a revelation, it's a mystical process, it's a revelation in the heart. Uh, for some, it may be like, okay, mystical in the sense a bit confusing and all, but no, something beyond the experience of the senses altogether. Does this somewhat answer the question? What was the second part? There was something second part as well. Uh, What qualifies a sadhu sangha? Na? Some Krishna says na, in Bhagavad Gita, tad vidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattva darshina. So by submissive hearing, by good submissive hearing and doing a good rendering, a good service attitude qualifies a sadhu sangha, wherein we associate to learn, wherein we associate to grow, wherein we associate to serve, to purify our existence, to become humble, to take more inspiration. That qualifies sadhu sangha, wherein there is loving relationship between devotees, wherein there is no exploitation, wherein Radha Krishna are at the center, and everything is catered around to fulfill their joy, to bring to the joy of Gauranita, joy of Guru and Gaurang. See what qualifies a sadhu and something. Just I will end on this small story. Will briefly share this. Most of us might know from before, and here I'm trying to just help myself understand. So there was this one gentleman. He went to he heard like family and all passed away and everything, and he was like, okay, now let me go into bhajan. So fine, he wanted to do some bhajan, chanting. So then he was told, okay, well, you want to do bhajan, then you better go to Vrindavan. Hmm. You go to Vrindavan, there you do bhajan, very great, you will find. What more, you go to Vrindavan, you chant, you will see Krishna there. You will see Krishna there. Amongst the forest and trees, he is there in Vrindavan. So this he is a gentle soul, kind-hearted. He listened to that and he went to Vrindavan with his japamala, say, and he was doing bhajan and all. Now he reached Vrindavan, and who does he meet in Vrindavan? Two personalities. Say. He meets one personality, say, in Vrindavan. He meets, and that person asks him, oh, where, who you are, where are you, where have you come from, and all some details. What makes you come here? Oh, well, I heard Krishna resides in Vrindavan, so I've come to see him, I've come to meet him, I want to be Krishna conscious now. I want to love him, live with him, and serve him. Okay, wow, welcome Vrindavan. And this personality then asks, but have you got a guru? Hmm? Who is your guru? He says, I don't have a guru as such. What does it mean? Do I have to have a? Yes, of course, you need to have a guru. Without guru, you can never get darshan of Krishna. No, that is not possible without guru. Oh, so look, I'm telling you this thing. Look, Krishna has sent me. I'm telling you this thing. I can be the guru. You don't have a guru, right? So I will take you, accept you as my disciple. So fine, he says, yes, yes, I want to have a guru. I want a guru. Thank you kindly, sir, coming in my life. And this is, yes, I see this is Krishna's arrangement. Krishna has sent you to me. So kindly initiate me. Yes, please. And tell me, I'm sorry. Please pardon my forgiveness, offenses. Forgive me. And I don't have a guru. And so kind of you. You are giving me shelter. Fine. So he said, yes, I initiate you. Okay, and now you have become a disciple. So as a good disciple, you have to follow my instructions, you have to follow my orders. So first of all, for chanting, what you need to do is give up your phone. Give your phone to me. Give your money to me. You have got some money, right? And give your bank account details to me. Now, as we understand, this person who is acting, says, the role of a guru is a dodgy personality. He's a dodgy personality. He's trying to play with the emotion and faith of that person. He knows, okay, this anyone coming new, we can make out, okay, he's new in the town or new in the temple or something like that. So, okay, he seems to be new. Where have you come from? Say Calcutta or Delhi somewhere, or maybe Scotland. And he has got Lakshmi, he has got things. So, how to emotionally say play with him, how to play with his emotions. So, this other man is trying to play with the emotions, saying what? You need to have a guru. Now you have got a guru. Now you give up money, you give up all of this. And what? Look, I'm going to preach, I'm going to traveling and all. Fine. But you be here. You don't go from here. And you keep this as a secret. Okay. This is a private, confidential thing between guru and disciple. Okay. And you keep your japa mala and chant Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, don't move beyond this tree. Kartik month, Krishna, what did he do? Yamala Arjuna, na? He done Manigriva and Nava Kuveram. So he elevated them. You be here, Krishna will come and elevate you. You be around this tree only. Okay, if you need water, drink water. Here is water nearby, and just chant. I will come surely. I'm going to come soon. Fine. And that man, he eloped. He ran away with all the possessions, money, and all, and he ran away. Tricked this other guy. But this person who came to Vrindavan with this thought and mood and gentle, say faith. Maybe this ties in with your question as well, Renas Prabhu can check. So he's chanting Hare Krishna, and he's chanting with such sweetness, with such faith, with such desire, with such longing, with such yearning, with such cry, with such intent. Hmm? And what happens? Krishna appears. Krishna appears in front of him. Krishna appears in front of him, but this person, what he's saying to Krishna? That no, I have not yet had darshan. You are not Krishna. You are tricking me, or this is something. No, this isn't true. Why? Why do you say so? You have been chanting, you have been calling me, I'm here. I'm here. Huh? No, this isn't true. This cannot happen. Why? Because my guru told me that you will not have the darshan of Krishna until I return and I help you. So, until my guru comes and until my guru tells, I cannot accept it. So, he was so firm. He was so firm and he was so absorbed in his japa altogether. He was very firm and absorbed that no, wait, I have to wait for my spiritual master. My spiritual master said he's coming. Now this Krishna is confused. What do I do with this bhakta? What do I do with this sadhaka? What do I do with this das? He doesn't want me. He wants his spiritual master. He's after his spiritual master. He has more firm faith in. He's not believing in what I say. He's more believing in what the spiritual master is saying. So fine, Krishna arranges, Yogmaya arranges that other thug personality, the thief personality. He returns and then he also becomes sober by the association of the sadhaka, and he also cries and he says, yes, he is Krishna and like this. So this is what sort of qualifies sadhu sangha. Very briefly again, we should be very, very careful, watchful in say choosing spiritual master. It is best if it is a not decision, if it is a decision not driven by our mind or even by our intellect. If it is a decision driven by our mind or intellect, we may get beaten. We may get beaten. Best if it is a decision which comes as a revelation in the heart. That I hope this somewhat maybe ties in or satisfy the question. I think we stop it here. Thank you very much for your kind appreciation and encouragement. ग्रंथराज श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदी।